Evening. I should probably make sure audio levels are actually all good. There we go. So it'll be better now. We're working on this Gouf still to see how much I can actually get done tonight. Hey Uzi, how are you doing? You having a good evening? And let me know if audio levels are not great, as that's one thing that's always hard to tell. Because anything short of me listening back to it and hoping that I don't hate the sound of my own voice is not as adequate as being someone in the crowd to know how they are. It's C15 of C20, which, let's just say this is the step I wasn't looking forward to. That's a bummer. If you don't mind me asking what sort of game? That's honestly never fun when you lose something that you've worked hard for. And I hope that they're doing okay. I'm doing well. I at work today, but got tomorrow off so I can actually afford to stay up late tonight. So that'll be nice. You know, I mean, life always finds a way to have some kind of difficulty happen, but hey, it is what it is. Thinking I need to invest in some nice single blade nippers. I'm gonna do any more clears after this one. But a lot of those good ones are expensive. No. Wait. Oh, do you mean the piece that came off when I had some stuff for? Yeah, I ended up finding the piece for my Gouf custom. So he's got that back. But I had temporarily made one as well. Which... Here's the temporary replacement piece that I'd made. Not quite the same shape, but could have been worse, you know. Cut it down, file the sides, get the angles on it. And then I spent my money at my new job to buy a little miniature toolbox to fill with my model building tools that keeps growing in size, including the top part of the toolbox that is going to be spare parts and also just a sticker drawer. Like a truly responsible adult. But hey, I got staff discount on it from my new job, so why not, right? I mean, it helps keep things a bit tidy, you know? So why not? And of course, still got the Dremel for polishing. Although it's been a while since I've done this. I mean, I've been doing some kits off stream that they've been you know, things like AliExpress bootlegs and all that. Saving the genuine ones for stream, especially this guy. Wanted to finish him on stream. But one of the ones I've been working on off stream is this guy here. But I've lost pieces for him. I've lost one of the jetpack booster nozzles. And also lost one of the pieces for his knees. So, holding off on doing anything until I find that. It's either that or I commit to him having a missing knee piece and set it up so that he's had his knee blown up in combat. Which is also tempting. When I do have soldering iron, plastic welding, that sort of stuff, if I wanted to do some real damage to him. That sounds like the responsible thing to do if you're, you know, doing that sort of stuff. It sounds like you're trying to, you know, not spend too much and be responsible with the amount that you're spending on it, right? I mean, it's not like I'm planning to go to a convention for the sole purpose of seeing what stuff that they have for sale there, considering there's going to be a hobby shop there. And because of how small and annoying these pieces are, and the fact that they're for the hose, I'm not going to put too much effort into it. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, personally, I have a soft spot for, even though they're the bad guys and the Nazi standards, a lot of the Xeon stuff, especially with the whole mono eye design, big soft spot for it. I mean, I have a couple of other kits sitting off to the side to be built as well. Like, one of the ones I'm looking forward to is called a Z-Gok. If you give me a moment, I'll actually show you what it looks like. So, this one's here, the Z-Gok. He's a amphibious one, but honestly, I like his goofy design. Although I'm also looking forward to seeing how the bootlegs I picked up for the Nobel Gundam come out. Because they're Sailor Moon themed, the Nobel Gundam. And personally, I think the Berserk is even cooler. Well, I'm still a fan of a lot of the more grunt-styled ones as well. Okay, that's 1/3 of the way done. Give me a second. One thing I've definitely noticed with whenever I've gotten an AliExpress bootleg one is they often get a bit crushed in delivery, but that's the Berserk mode of the Nobel Gundam. And honestly, I'm looking forward to making it. And sometimes the reason why I resort to AliExpress bootlegs is it's honestly bloody hard to find some genuine stuff sometimes. And then some of the genuine stuff, because of how old it is, it's like ridiculously expensive. Um, I've been looking forward to finally coming back so I can work more on this guy and hopefully finish him off soon, because I just love the way it looks. Especially with the clear blue plastic. I don't know how much gap I need to leave with that, because it's still got to be able to pop in there and then feed into there. Now, I'm not trying to get these to perfect, because that'd be too much fiddling around for them with how many I have to do. And I want them to just be nice enough that I'm not really going to notice, at least from a distance. Yeah, there's Gundam's one of those things where there's so many different possible ways to get into it and things like that. I mean, how the anime that got me into the idea of mechas wasn't even a Gundam one. It was Full Metal Panic, which still has some similar themes, you know, child soldiers and stuff like that. And how there's always horrors for more. Because I would have thought the series that exists to sell models of cool mechas is anti-war. See, when they're all on the hose there, it's not anywhere near as noticeable. I mean, yeah, you can still see it if you're looking for it. And 5. And I know there'd probably be someone out there that says that I'm doing things all wrong and all that, but honestly, for the most part, I've noted that a lot of the Gunpla fandom and that seems to be very chill. which is always nice. So I'm saying the best thing that a fan base or enthusiast group can be is chill and inviting. Because if you want to be toxic and standoffish, that's how things die off. And I reckon there's more than, like, there's too much toxicity as there is in life. Sometimes you just really need to take a moment to chill. Kind of like how you know, Bob Ross, before being a nice calm painter on TV, used to be a drill sergeant, so it'd be a bunch of yelling, and he decided he never wanted to have to yell ever again. And honestly, it's a nice bit of positivity. I reckon we could do more of that in society. Which is why I still, despite how some people treat me, try and do what I can for them. Despite everything. Okay. Again in there. We've got 2 more for this side. Then we get to do it all again for the other side. It's pretty sure it says 15. Yep, that there says 15. Nice. Okay. So, what anime figures you been eyeing off, Uzi? If you don't mind me asking. Yep. Hey, Carl. Well, funny you say that. Me dropping into your stream today during my break wasn't enough for me to maintain my streak, so I've now lost it, unfortunately. So annoyed. I think about that. But hey, it's not your fault. I wasn't able to do... I wasn't able to be there long because it was only my short break. Yeah. How did your stream go, Carl? Sorry I couldn't be there for it. Ooh, that sounds like it'd be a bit overwhelming in terms of options there, Uzi. Let's double check. 2, 3. There we go. It's all 15. Nice. I'd still like to get to go overseas. And which way is this supposed to go in? Okay, that way. Good to know. So that sort of sits in there, and that pops in there. Nice, nice. Good. I still need to finish bloody the Lightfall campaign on my Titan and my Warlock. Gonna have to do those with the voices turned off. There we go. That's one done. One more to go. It's okay, this is only my third can today. It'll be fine. Just like dude. Yeah. Yes. I still have some resentment involving Destiny 2, along with some people involved with it. You know what? Such is life. Hell yeah. I just have some anime. Hell yeah, easy. I mean, that's always a good way to do it. As long as the names aren't too much. Yeah, that's fair. I won't talk too much about some of the figures I have then. I mean, they're not too bad, it's just I do have some of those bunny girl ones where they have actual fishnets. Partially just because I think it's cool the fact that they went to that effort, you know? 2. Oh, where'd that 5th one go? That can go in there. That's the 5th one. Yeah, yeah, that is fair though. After all, it's your mother we're talking about, and yeah. There's always a bit of a embarrassment when they can come with that. Now, it may not show that well because I do only have it in, like, you know, a small corner here. But the livery on the Subaru that's currently going around the track is actually of this guy. The Gouf Custom. Specifically on the side, it's the scene where he's stabbing the sword into a gun tank. And oil splash, like, splurts out of it. Like it's blood. Sometimes, you know, the evil bad guys just have the coolest style. Like the Enclave from Fallout. Coolest power. They have the coolest looking power armor if you ask me. I still need to get around to watching Apothecary Diaries, to be honest. And yeah, I don't think I've really seen many figures of that. Yeah. You can tell when it comes to the design of the Enclave power armor that they also wanted to make sure that it had that level of intimidation about it. Especially if you look like the old Fallout 2 original Enclave power armor. Which is also why I like things like the Zaku's and their range of mobile suits, because the Gouf is a advanced version of the Zaku. Which I do have some Zaku's up on my shelf if you were wanting references. Like, there's also the one that I built on stream. There's the second stream, Gunpla building stream that I did. It was the green guy. But then I've even got a Zaku 1 in red, which I'm a fan of. And then I've got a couple more Zaku 2s. One more I've built, but the others are waiting to be built. Although there is a Gundam kit that I'm very tempted to get if it's available at the convention that I'm planning to go to next month, because it may be $130, but it's for the special metallic injection Psycho Gundam. And for reference, the Psycho Gundam, he's fucking massive. He's big enough to hold the others in his hands. Because, yeah, it is a bit of money for just a high grade, but still, being a Saku gun, it's kind of tempting. And for reference, so this one that I was showing earlier is actually a bootleg of a real grade, so there's a lot of hidden detail inside it all in terms of the structure and everything. But I really want to get the master grade of Char Ansibles, and I just butchered that pronunciation, of his Zaku 2. Ooh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. The part of the reason why I want to get the master grade of Char's Zaku 2, from what I've heard, has fully posable fingers. So if I wanted, I could have him flipping someone off. Or doing other stupid pins like gain signs. Yeah, there's a store local that had it in stock last time I was there, but it was like, I think it might have been $80 or something. Still very tempting. So is it just standard Kirisu, or is it something special with the Kirisu? There you go. Because even bug standard's cool. I do think I still need more figures. I really don't have that many anime figures, surprisingly enough. I honestly might need to, I might need to add a little bit more polish on that polishing wheel, because I think it's a bit dry currently. Which... least messy way for me to do that is by using this. No, I may not be familiar with that, but that does sound sick. It sounds like you managed to score a really nice figure there. I'm kind of a little jealous, to be honest. But good for you, man. Good for you. Happy for you. Yeah. What am I doing? I have a computer sitting in front of me that's doing nothing but, you know, show me playback of this. I can search things up, that looks fucking sick, to be honest. Like, that does look sick. I'd still kind of want the one of her in front of all the old CRTs and such, but that's just because I have a soft spot for old technology. And how? I've even got my old Game Boy Color. Pokemon Green in it. Yeah, so expensive. You know, a lot of the popular models are. Yeah. The original Japanese Pokemon Green. There's motivation to force myself to learn Japanese, to read Japanese. And also because the Japanese copies of Pokemon games, so much cheaper than the English. Like, ridiculous. Like, I think it was a couple of years ago, I picked up the Japanese copies of Black, White, Black 2 and White 2 for less than the cost of one English copy, and the Japanese copies were fully in case with manuals and everything. But hey, I'll never beat the nerd allegations, nor will I ever try to beat them. I mean, how sitting next to my desk is a Nerf Limited Halo Needler, and I've got yellow horn behind me. Up on the wall in the bedroom is the ace of spades. Because honestly, in my opinion, one of the most mature things you can do is, enjoy something without shame. Enjoy something that some people might consider childish and not feel shame about it. One of the things I really like about the Needler is just the ergonomics themselves aren't suited to human hands all that well. Because they kept it like it should be. Because if you hold it like you would expect to hold a normal thing, you actually point it upwards. Because an actual elite would be holding it closer to like this. It also lights up. I may have paid a bit for it, but no regret. Oh yeah. I mean, with the funny and weird firearm laws in the state that I live in, there's some interesting things that can be done to get around it. Like, last I checked, which was a couple of years ago now, things like a bloody God, I'm drawing a mental blank on the term. Gauss rifle. Oh, hey Bender. Yeah, things like a Gauss rifle, not considered a firearm, and also not listed as a prohibited weapon. Because a lot of gun laws in Australia haven't been updated since, well, a lot of them exist from 1996 because of what happened in Tasmania. You doing okay there, Bender? Or are you hoping for more Final Fantasy tonight? Ooh. Give me a moment to think about that one and I'll get back to you, Uzi. And are we talking like some of the extent that the Nerf limited range go to, where there'd be custom sound effects and such? Because if so, I'd lean possibly towards the Mysterious Magnum. Otherwise, I might be tempted for something like Benny's pistol that he shoots you with in the opening in New Vegas, you know? Or even ooh, some tough choices, to be honest. Like some of the alien weapons from the Mothership Zeta DLC would be cool as well. Too many options. Too many good options. I mean, I already know that they've made models of things like the plasma rifle. Yeah, that's fair as well. Or can't remember the exact name of it, but the gold sniper rifle you get in New Vegas from that chest with at the sniper's position, like the sniper lookout pin. That would just be kind of cool to have like up on your wall. That's fair. My original play for Mothership Zeta, well, my original Fallout 3 save on 360 couldn't access Mothership Zeta after I left there after completing it because just frozen. Infinite loading screen. That save was just monstrously ruined though. Like there was so much going on in that one. Okay, we now get to start on the arms. Which, you know, they don't look too bad to do. Then weapons. Should be good fun. Okay, so I need C, F, and E. So I need 13. Ooh. First time, I didn't blow up Megaton. Second time I did, and I also wiped out the ghouls. What about yourself? Did you ever return back and see what the ghouls had done with the place? Yeah. Yeah, did you ever stumble across the Mechanist and the Antagonizer? And if you did you talk them out of it? Or kill one inside of the other? Because if I remember correctly, you could talk them out of it. Ooh. You know, that sounds like it could be fun. An auto mod picking up people trying to sell AI viewers. Classic. Kind of wish the Tale of Two Wastelands mod was a bit better. Like last time I tried, it was admittedly quite a while ago, but last time I tried to play the Tale of Two Wastelands mod, I got soft-locked. Because I didn't have a save old enough before I entered the simulation for Operation Anchorage. And because of that, I was soft-locked because it was bugged and there was no collision for parts of the map, so I couldn't progress. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That Anchorage has a lot of bugs, like the Wintrized power armor being immune, like indestructible. But if you ask me, that's a feature, not a bug. Yeah, that's fit. Honestly, Point Lookout is a lot of people's favorite. That's why when there was that mod to bring it to Fallout 4, a lot of people were excited, and that's also like Far Harbor was kind of the spiritual successor to it, which was a lot of people's favorite for Fallout 4. What would you say was your favorite New Vegas DLC? Yeah. Those radiated moonshine drinking swamp hillbillies. Okay, we need E20. Oh, these are identical. Nice. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even sure what my favorite New Vegas DLC is. Like, the big MT was a lot of fun. Honestly, I did enjoy all of them. I did quite enjoy all of them. Ooh. I guess that means I need to get it to start downloading an update then. You got this, Bender. I believe in you. There we go. Patches are downloading. Oh, I think the patches are done. Hell yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's fair. I mean, there's also the whole thing of where it's like your character, you know, needing to know another language to know what's actually being said and going on. Or, you know, you could just go the route of, you don't bother to speak my language, I don't bother to think of you as human approach. Yeah, those marks don't seem to want to go away. Oh well. Guess I'll have to live with them. Nope, that's H. Turns out they're not all in order, but hey, like all the pieces aren't all in order, but oh well. I found what I was looking for. We need number 3 out of F. Oh, and that explains why that's different. Okay. There we go. Although, sometimes I think when it comes to new bakes, the DLC I'd probably want to replay the least is Lonesome Road. Like, I really enjoyed it, but it's just sort of one of those ones where you've experienced it once and you kind of not going to get much out of replaying it. Okay, that slots in there like so, and this goes on over the top like so. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely fair. Okay. One moment, I am breaking out to Google Translate just to make sure I am understanding this correctly because, you know, there's still fins in Japanese, so. Cool. Thought so. Yeah, yeah. I honestly agree. Cazadors, nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I'd rather Deathclaws. I'd rather Deathclaws in a tight cave system where I can't utilize a big heavy ranged weapon effectively over providing Cazadors. Okay, alright. The instructions for one of the pieces that I have to cut out in the step I'm at are just like, oh yes, cut out neatly. And it's like, isn't that kind of what I'd want to be doing anyway with all of them? It's specifically talking about this piece here. Sorry, this piece here. It's like, oh yes, cut out neatly. Honestly, I thought I was just supposed to, you know, pull out a good old-fashioned reciprocating saw, because it saws all, and use that. Still really glad I had enough common sense to think to use an actual plastic polish for cleaning up where I've been sanding these clear plastic pieces. So that looks a lot better than it could. Like, it looks a lot better than it would if I didn't. Nope, Invictus says hi. I think he can smell the polish. He always finds it a weird smell. Are you good there, Victor? You just want to be on camera, do you? Just as long as he doesn't end up pressing too many keys and causing trouble. Exactly. If you ask cats, every task requires cats. No matter what you try to tell them. So is that better, Victor? You have to give you better access to the window? You don't know where you want to be, do you? That. Yep. Yeah. Nice. I mean, it would have looked nice if it was just a single piece, so you didn't have that bit of the clear plastic having the same bit. Still, nice. Yes, Victor, I do love you, even if I'm busy doing other things. There's so many little bits of plastic sprue and all that sitting on this desk now, because I didn't get around to placing any paper down to make it easier. Oh well. What's wrong, Victor? You seem a lot more inquisitive than normal. I mean, if I really wanted to take my time on this, I'd be making my way up through all of the different coarseness with these, instead of going for like the medium and then the finest. for the most part, I'm fairly happy with the results that I'm getting for now. Oh, and bye, Victor. There you go, that's looking better. Hi Danya, how are you doing? With I assume it's more like day than night over there, as it is nighttime here. Yeah, Goof's the name of the model. And it is spelt that way as well. And for reference, this one here is a Gouf custom. Used by the bad guys in the anime. But I just like them for the style. Which I'll just finish cleaning this up a bit and then I will get the box. So this here is actually the front of the box that it came in. As it says on the side, Mobile Suit 07B Gouf from the Principality of Zeon, mass production. Which, yeah. Zeon are not the good guys. I mean, technically the Earth Federation's not really that good either. But hey, can't really have good guys when war itself is bad and everyone's involved in a war, right? Yeah, it just dawned on me that these could almost be seen as those nail file sanding fins that you can get. And realistically, they're probably pretty similar. Maybe a different level of grit. And Victor's back. I'm going straight for the window. I'm still thinking of changing up my desk mat before next time I stream. I'll go back to the Mothman one. Just needs a bit of a clean because it had... can't remember what it was. It had a drink spill on it. And unfortunately I didn't have time to give it a proper clean when it happened. Oh, and moving on to the polycarbonate pieces again. Yeah. How are things going with you, Tanya? They're doing well? And I'm sorry if I am doing a terrible job of pronouncing your name correctly. I've never been good at pronouncing names properly. That's F. That's F. H. Wheels. No. There's G. Need 13, which is this piece here. No. Depending on how the week goes, I might try streaming Destiny 2 again after all this time. Although, not sure what I'd actually be doing, whether I'd be subjecting myself to the Lightfall campaign just so I can get Strand for my Titan, or if I'd be trying to see if I'm still capable of soloing dungeons after this time. Okay. And this slots in here like so. Need 34, 40, and 39. Yeah, that's looking fairly clean. Feel free to ignore all the cuts and scars and everything on my hands. That's just what happens when you've had time as a blue-collar worker. And you can be a bit accident prone. And the only reason I mention it then is because I'd honestly forgotten about all of them. Okay, so that's going like so. That one there. Now I get to do that again. Okay. Need the other 13. Yeah, so the Goufs are actually a enhancement based off on the Zaku 2 mobile suit, which is the MS-06 from memory. Actually talks about it in this here, in the instructions. As it shows, camera doesn't want to focus all that well, but we're starting here with the MS-06J, Zaku 2, which then they moved on to the MS-07, then the MS-07B, and then the one I've got sitting here is the MS-07C5, I think. Nope, the MS-07B3 is the, so from the MS-07B to the MS-07B3, the Gouf Custom. But then they've also done different variants for things like air-based combat and stuff like that, because the Principality of Zeon is very inefficient with things and likes to have a mobile suit dedicated for each and every purpose. Hence the fact that they have multiple different aquatic ones. But hey, I think the aquatic ones are cool in their own weird little way. Hey Victor. Do you know where you want to go, or are you just passing through? Hey, what are you doing? Ah, Cuddle's on the lap. Fair enough. I mean, just because the task doesn't require cats doesn't mean the cats can't. They can't be cats. Hey, where did I put that piece? Oh, there it is. And also, once the cooldown's ended, I'm gonna have to do a shout out for Cal as well, because I honestly keep forgetting that I haven't gotten around to automating that yet, because I am still a very inexperienced streamer. But despite all my inexperience, I still wish to share the love and shout out the people who inspire me to keep going, you know? There we go. So I really do need to get around to setting up some kind of automation for that. But I am, yeah, still an amateur. Okay, and 14 and 15. Okay, of course I need to. I want to be able to shed the love and appreciation. Especially if I'm stuck having to miss streams because I'm busy working. The problem of being someone who works full time again. Well, got to be able to pay bills to be able to buy tools, model kit, pay for internet, electricity, you know, all that fun stuff. And yes, of course, got to pay for Victor's food. I'd probably catch a claw to the face if I didn't have food for him. When you're out. Honestly, welcome, Carl. It's just me showing appreciation for the people who help keep me inspired to keep streaming and all that. Even if I did have a like a 25-day hiatus with everything going on. Then number 5. Well, maybe that's the secret. Maybe you just need to always be emotional. Although then, at that point, you could be masking, and then that just leads to burnout, you know? Okay. Now, so it looks like 18 there, that looks 2. It goes like so. Judging from that image, it's 5, looks like it goes like so. That needs cleaning up more. And honestly, Carl, what's wrong with people appreciating you? Hey? That looks like it would be one fun elbow to have. Now for the next one. Because it looks like we do that again, except with some different pieces. And it doesn't specify which one's left and which one's right. Which reminds me. I just realized. Hi Jagger, how are you? And welcome. I just realized I missed the fact that one of the steps I was supposed to do twice, so get to backtrack. Where did I put? And then means I'm going to need this here. That's good. It's always good to hear that people are doing good. Don't mind Victor, he just seems to be unsure as to what he actually wants to be doing. Someone just wants attention, huh? It's always when you're doing something else that cats want your attention, and never when you're free and wanting to give them attention. That they are strange creatures. Up. Go on, off the keyboard, please. Thank you. That could have honestly resulted in him causing trouble. That is very true, and honestly just how all cats are, right? They do what they want when they want. Yeah. I mean, honestly, all cats are weirdos, but still love them. Still better than my brother had a staffy, right? And when he was a puppy, he was growing up around cats, not dogs. So he started trying to act like the cats. And staffies are not very good at balancing on just one of your legs when trying to be on your lap with a cat on the other one. No. He's a very lovely, well-mannered dog. Do miss him. It's no problem, Daniel. Just sharing the love, you know? I like to be positive here and, you know, appreciate other people. Yeah. Hope you've been doing well, Daniel. Here we go. Here's any. Wait. I know. At some point I do need to go to the effort of automating the whole shed out process. It's just on the back burner of things to organise. Okay, we've got more clear plastic pieces to work with here. Let's concur on this roof box. You know, Cal, you're the one talking about not getting people emotional, but honestly, I'm just happy to see people, you know, looking out for each other, caring for each other. It's always good to see. I've been taking it easy on that can tonight, haven't I? Okay. Still a little bit more sanding to finish tightening it up. And that's the real reason why this build has been taking me so long to do on stream. It's just because I want to get it nice and clean. Because, you know, if you're not able to take pride in the work you do, then is it really worth doing? In terms of the effort you're putting into it. No, I wouldn't really say I'm philosophical. Just someone who's trying to, you know, actively trying to be more positive and enjoy life. There we go. So I had to quickly mute because I need to clear my throat. Okay. The cleaner I can get the cut, the less I have to worry about trying to sand it clean. Although, you know, plenty of microplastics going on here. What's wrong, Victor? Okay. Okay. When it comes to doing the sanding on these, I'm always reminded of a thing that my childhood doctor would say, which is, it gets worse before it gets better. And honestly, I feel like that can apply to a lot of things in life. There we go. And one more one done in this segment of backtracking. Okay, almost happy with this one. There we go. Just finish it off with the microfiber. Okay. Now I can go back to this. Okay. I need 16 and 17, which will be these here. And then yeah, we're going to for 1 moment. As all the runners like to get caught on each other. Okay. 2, 4, and 5. That was close. Could have accidentally cut a piece that I couldn't cut off. Don't want that happening. I'd have to break out the glue with the good fumes that smells like nail polish. And realistically, I should be trying to avoid using that, considering there's not a lot of ventilation in this room. I mean, yeah, the door into it's open, but not opening the window. Too cold for that. Yeah, that looks right. Pink. Nope. That's right, it's supposed to be like so. And then... Hello again, Victor. There we go. Okay, and Victor's back. And needs PC 14. Please not the keyboard. Thank you. What's wrong, Victor? Are you feeling like you're not getting enough attention? Okay. Yeah. Someone just wants attention. Okay. So that goes in like so. Now, very typical of a cat, eh? You can't decide if you're coming or going, can you, Victor? Okay, so I guess that slides on like so. Yep. and into the empty run box. Yes. You know what? Maybe I need more arms. You know? Because this here can be a bit of a two-handed job. And then, with Victor demanding attention, I need at least another one to give him pats and cuddles. Maybe two. Hmm? Okay. Nice. Now I can extend that and reattach this piece. So worst part about me doing these streams is I also keep moving in ways that the camera can't keep tracking. You just want all the attention, don't you, Victor? Mm. Yep. Okay, and then this one goes like so. And we're back to clear plastics. Which means it's going to take some time again. But it is worth it for the end result. In my opinion. Okay. I reckon it's coming along nicely. It may not be quickly, but hey. If it's something you care about, it's worth the time you spend on it. Oh. If you insist, Uzi. There you go. I'll sit that there so I don't forget where it is. And if I resize that to there, then I can put that there and boom. Nice. That's sorted out. Oh. Did you have to stick your claw into my leg just to not even actually move at all, Victor? Hmm? Yeah. I reckon a little bit more to touch these ones up. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh yeah. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you, Uzi. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. Okay. It has honestly been a while since I've stayed up this late without it being because I was in a stressful situation. So it's nice. It's nice to get to do it for something that's actually enjoyable. Definitely missed this, I reckon. And I don't just mean the Gunpla building, I do mean the streaming. Because you're all lovely people and I'm very happy to have yous in my community. Thanks, Susie. Yeah. You're all always welcome here. That most definitely is true. It is good as long as you're not, you know, making it so that you're too fatigued to do what you have to do the next day, right? Okay. That's what there could probably do a little bit more clean tidying up. Just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Nice. Hey, Victor. You know, I've sort of resigned to the idea that a notion that I'm probably not gonna play GTA 6 when it comes out or anything like that. Like, you know, the lack of physical copy, the outrageous amount of stuff that's locked behind getting the, you know, expensive Ultimate Edition or whatever they're calling it. I don't know, just seems like Take-Two have gotten way too bloody greedy. And then, you know, they'll probably release it on PC, but make it but it'll be, you know, a long time away, and they'll still and they'll probably charge it a bunch when it does come out on PC anyway. Because in their opinion, people will buy it anyway, so why should they care? And then, you know, after everything, there's going to be people saying that it doesn't live up to the hype, especially with the delays and everything else that had happened. But, you know, Take-Two won't care what those people think or say, because they'll just see them as entitled, and use that as a reason to complain about things. Honestly, I've been avoiding it. I've just been sort of avoiding it so that I don't feel the need to try and come up with a opinion of it, because yeah, I really enjoyed Last Airbender. I didn't really enjoy Korra. Because I found Cora to just be an obnoxious brat. Which, you know, well done, writing team. You gave us a cartoon where the lead is a bisexual female and you make her an obnoxious brat that people don't really like. So that was something. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I really don't go to the, like, past few years I haven't really been going to the movies that much. Though there is a few films I've gone to the cinemas to see. I've seen, let's see, I watched the Chainsaw Man movie in cinemas. That was good. Iron Lung, sorry. And the finale for Amazing Digital Circus. Honestly, it sucks for Goose Works, that everything she went through with that series. Yeah, I haven't seen the new Avatar movie that was, you know, released / leaked yet. Yeah, it's stupid. It's all stupid bullshit, really. I do still like the fact that we're getting so many like indie internet creators that are putting in the effort to make something that they're actually passionate about, and they're getting it in cinemas worldwide, and it's nice to see the quote-unquote small guy have a win. Yeah. Especially, like, you know, you think about it, all these big companies and all that being like, yeah, you know what? We care so little about what people actually want to say about our product, we'll use AI. Copyright bots, especially on YouTube, will always be just ridiculous in terms of what they do. Okay, that is the first I've heard of that, so that's an interesting situation then. Although I also haven't been on Etsy in a while because it started, you know, being somewhat overtaken by a bunch of like drop shipping and stuff like that. Which sort of, you know, defeated the original purpose. I'm also thinking I'm going to try and get a physical copy of Iron Land. I'd like to get it on like Blu-ray or even 4K Blu-ray if they release it on that, but you know, just be nice to be able to get a physical copy, especially considering how many fins these days just won't get physical copies. I don't know if it's just me being old, but I miss what the internet used to be. I mean, don't even get me started on what AI has done. Ugh. Especially in terms of the mental health ramifications of AI. The fact that I know people whose mental issues have worsened because of the interactions they had with AI, including like AI chatbots and all that, whilst they were having mental issues, just suggest that it's really a bad issue that unfortunately there isn't much you can do to try and prevent, because Pandora's box has been opened, and it's opened by the people who really have the least morals anyway. And that's gonna have to do for this, I reckon. Why is it gathering stuff there? Okay. And hell yeah. It's all coming together. Don't tell me I dropped it. I did. Oh. I'll be back in a short moment. I just need to talk to the dog. And I'm back. Okay. Yeah. I'm almost dropping this piece like too many times to count, to then dropping it, and then dropping it again. Okay. We need this one here. And honestly, we're getting close to possibly needing to call it a night. As I can't ruin my sleep schedule too much. Considering even if I don't have work tomorrow, I have it the day after. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's very good at losing tracking when I'm doing this, because I'm not staring up at this, looking up at the screen. And I could try looking up at the screen and just watching the camera feed and trying to do things that way. It'd be a bit of a challenge. I reckon it'd be an interesting way to do it. So sort of like this, dozing off of it. go. Yeah, you make me question if it's becoming self-aware and it just knows what's going on in real life, and it's like, you know, because it's starting to sound like it's a lot more capable than it should be about showing off my potential drowsiness. But excluding the hand, that's an arm done. Wait, are they supposed to be opposable fingers? We're looking at opposable fingers on this fin. Because it's showing all that. That's crazy. Awesome, but crazy. That might be a you know, I reckon. Give me a moment. You're right. It's got to be done. Okay. Start off with, we want number 12. From top. Well, yeah. But I figure, at the very least, got to get that done before I think about ending the stream, right? Okay. It says the thumb. Then we need number 3. And if you're wondering why I put my finger over and risk it getting pinched, it's because it helps prevent bins from going flying everywhere. Okay, that was piece number 3. Now I need a number 5. There you go. The finger. So he's at least capable of pulling the trigger now. Now I need G10. Which, this one here. Needs cleaning up just a little bit more. Okay. And then needs 3 5s. Okay. There you go. There's the middle finger. Right. The ring finger, and then we've just got the pinky left to do. Nice. So now this goes in here. And just need C3. C3. Okay. Ta-da! It's given the bird. That said, there was a piece that I missed with the hand, which is this one here. Oh, looks like I bumped the controller. No. I think I just cut out the wrong piece, did I? Yeah, I did. That can sit there for a moment. Yeah, it looks like even the controller's wanting to back it up soon, so I will probably look at calling it a night after this. But I must finish the hand. Thanks, Uzi. Slot that in there, and then that in there, so that we've got a full arm able to give the bird for the most part. So, but there we go. There's the arm fully posed up. And on that note, thank you so very much for coming along and watching me go through a hobby that I quite enjoy. Honestly, they seemed surprisingly sturdy, so I'm quite thankful. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming along and watching, and I hope to see you next time I stream, which